How's it going, eh? I'm Brad from Canada. Do you have under 4 minutes to talk about Season 2, Episode 2 of Severance? Spoiler alert, this episode takes place in the exact same time frame as the first episode. Just to mess with us. Ellie is confronted by the oddest looking man I've ever seen. It's her father, who's not happy and even calls her a fetid muppet. But security Mr. Drummond is on point to make sure all is well. Milchek watches over and is told by Helly to find out what the MDR employees said and who they said it to during the overtime incident. Kobel Selvig is also informed of the investigation, and she is also commended by Helly as she has proved her loyalty, and for that loyalty she is promoted, but she protests as she wants to be on the floor. We get a look at Milchek's personality as he rides a pretty badass motorcycle, which kind of has an anime inspiration from Akira if I'm looking at it right. Haley records and apologizes a BS thing about her behavior at the gala, stating that a combination of drinking and a non-lumen medication for a rash, non-lumen, ever towing the company line, is responsible for her behavior. Milchek checks in on Irving and Dylan, whose Audis know of Mr. Milchek, which means both Innie and Audi versions have relationships with them. They are both terminated to their horror. It becomes quite the kerfuffle at Rickon and Devin's home, and Rickon is now in the know about Mark's Innie adventure at his party. Rickon remains the perfunctory dick. Milchek arrives and discloses that they know about the circumstances with Kobel Selvig, and her ethics are brought up. Milchek digs to find more about what happened at the party, but Mark deflects. Devin reveals that she had a conversation with Innie Mark, which raises Milchek's suspicion. Irving laments over Bert. Mark attempts to visit Selvig Kobel, but no one is home. Audi Helly watches on a monitor with intrigue at her and Mark's Innie relationship and time together. Dylan, after being fired, talks to a potential employer about a new career opportunity, and the symmetry between the two of them is nuts. Dylan is pitched out due to his severed nature, and we see how potential employers feel about the severed process and its recipients. Mark and Devin chat about all the crazy, and Mark decides he is quitting. Devin questions Mark about his quitting as she wants closure about Mark's wife. Mark leaves in anger, although they are being watched by Mr. Drummond. Irving is also being watched from a payphone by Bert. And with those tears in Bert's eyes, it looks like he knows something more. Mark is visited by Mr. Milchek with good tidings and attempts to get him to remain with Lumen and offers him a raise, as well as an investigation to Mark's claims about his late wife. He is even told that Mark's Innie has found love. Mark reluctantly goes back to Lumen and Helly watches. Helly informs Milchek and all the high-end employees that Mark is important to complete the work they need under Project Cold Harbor. Milchek, Audi Helly, and Drummond listen to his plea through the boardroom speaker. The board, as we saw last episode, gives Mark what he wants, as he is important to the project. His team is all rehired with a pineapple flourish. Mark confronts Selvig Kobel about her true self, and she is cold as ice, but Mark won't stand for it. He needs clarity. She can't handle Mark's questions, freaks out, and speeds off, almost running Mark over. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a week.